Welcome back to Final Fantasy. In the previous episode, I arrived at Elfland, explored the Marsh Cave, acquired the crown, defeated Astos, woke up the Prince of Elfland, got the TNT, which I gave to Nerik, who opened the canal in the west of Aldi Sea. With the new way open, I can sail outside of the sea and find new regions to explore, so let's get to it. I sail away from Elfland towards the west, crossing the canal, finding a new town, Melmond. Facilities in this town include an inn, a weapon shop that sells iron staves, sabers, long swords, and falchions, an armor shop that sells steel armor, silver bracelets, iron helmets, copper gauntlets, and iron gauntlets, a white magic shop that sells the Cure Free, Life, Harm Free, and Heal 2 spells, while the black magic shop sells the Fire Free, Bane, Warp, and Slow 2 spells. For white magic, Cure Free is a strong single target heal, Life restores a KO ally with 1 HP, but can't be used in combat. Arm Free is a strong anti-undead spell, while Heal 2 is a stronger party-wide healing spell, which due to a bug is stronger than intended when used in combat. For black magic, Fire Free is the strongest fire elemental multi-target spell, Bane is a poison elemental multi-target KO spell, Warp teleports the party to a previous dungeon floor, while Slow 2 is a single target attack reduction spell. A man says that restoring the Orb of Earth will heal the Earth. An old man tells that the Sage Sarda is found on the other side of Titan's tunnel. Another man says that the ancients used the stone to make ships float. One more says that the northern continent was once home to a prosperous civilization that has since become ruined. Another says that the vampire has attacked this town, destroying the clinic and cursing the earth. Yet another says that the titan that lives in the tunnel eats gems, preferring rubies in particular. A gentleman introduces himself as Dr. Une, being a bit full of himself. An old man says that the Earth Cave is in a peninsula to the southwest, with another man saying that it is the lair of the vampire. I make my way to the Earth Cave. New enemies along this path include hyenas, decently strong and invasive enemies, and tigers, high critical, double attackers that are also somewhat bulky and evasive. I arrive at the cave, save, then enter. This first floor includes a new enemy, the Bull, a high HP double attacker that drops quite a bit of gold. Their defense is a bit low. On the west side of this floor lies the infamous Giant Corridor, where a whopping 22 tiles have forced encounters with the new giant enemy, who has massive HP and good attack with average defense. They drop much gold and experience, making this corridor a prime location for power leveling. I go to the north. At the end of this corridor is a room with a chest, guarded from the right by a new enemy, the Earth, a very high HP attack and defense enemy that is weak to fire. This enemy is a big threat, but fortunately, all chests of this floor can be collected without fighting these enemies. The chest of this room holds 1975 gold. I then go to the south, going to the room in the southeast, opening the chests from the southwest corner, getting a pure potion and 795 gold. Next is the southwest room. I open the right chest from the right side, getting a heal potion, then swerve around to the other chest, getting 880 gold. I go outside, rest, then go back in. This time I go to the east, finding a set of stairs to the second floor, which has a new enemy type, the Troll. High HP triple attackers that are weak to fire. I move all the way to the eastern room, which has 3 chests that hold a coral sword, which was meant to be effective against aquatic enemies, a cabin, and 330 gold. I then move a bit to the west, then to the south, finding a new room guarded by an earth. Due to this unfortunate positioning of this encounter, I have to face this enemy to get both inside and outside the room. I loot the chests, getting a wooden shield, 575 gold, and 5000 gold. After facing the earth again, I make a beeline to the outside, rest, then go back inside. I reach the second floor, head towards the southeast where the stairs lie, and enter the third floor. In this floor are new enemy encounters that include specters, stronger versions of geists, also capable of paralyzing, but only hit a single time. They still have low HP. Cockatrices, low HP attack and defense enemies. Their attack is still very threatening as it can inflict the petrification status. A good stock of soft potions is necessary for areas with high cockatrice activity. And finally, Ooze, an incredibly rare encounter. These enemies have decent attack but are weak to fire and ice. I head east, finding a room with a chest that holds a tent. I then head north, then to the southeast, finding another room, opening the chest from the side to avoid an earth, getting a heal potion. I go back north, entering another room, also avoiding an earth by opening the chest from the side, getting 3400 gold. I continue along the west side of the floor, going back east on the south to enter a room with a chest guarded by an earth, unavoidable this time, opening the chest for 1020 gold. I then continue along the south, reaching the room where the vampire lies. I talk to him, initiating combat. The vampire has decent HP, defense and high attack, which is capable of paralyzing. He can also use Dazzle, a single target paralysis ability. He still possesses the undead weakness to fire elemental and harm spells, so he goes down fairly quickly. I open the chest of this room, getting the ruby, and continue along the way, finding a stone plate at the end, with evil dripping from it. I scurry away from the dungeon, going all the way back to Elfland to revive my white mage and restock on items, as Melmond has no item shop at all. I return to Melmond, buying a silver bracelet for Josh, then check with the townsfolk. Even though I defeated the vampire, a man notes that the earth is still rotting. I rest, then make my way to the west. At the end of the path, I find another cave, the Titan's Tunnel. The aforementioned Titan blocks the way, but he will let us pass if we give him the ruby, his favorite delicacy. I go to the south, there being a room with 4 chests holding respectively a great axe, 620 gold, 450 gold, and a silver helmet, which I give to John. I then move north, exiting the tunnel on the other side, finding myself back at the overworld. I then move south, finding Sarda's cave. Talking to the Sage Sarda, he gives us the rod. Using it on the plate behind the vampire's room in the Earth Cave will allow us to find the true cause of the Earth's rot. I go back to Melmond, rest, then set out to Earth Cave again. I go all the way towards the end of the 3rd floor, behind the vampire's room, using the power of the rod to reveal hidden stairs below the stone plate. I make my way towards the northwest, finding a room with 5 chests. Many encounter tiles guarding these chests include new enemies, wizard ogres, high HP enemies with spellcasting capabilities, liking to open with ruse for an evasion boost, as well as sphinxes, which are highly resilient and evasive triple attackers, quite a bit dangerous. I can avoid these encounters opening the rightmost chests from the side, getting a wooden staff and 3,400 gold. I open the 3rd chest, getting 1,520 gold, but the next 2 chests have unavoidable encounters with sphinxes. Once I've dealt with them, I open the chests for 5,450 gold and 1,455 gold. With this room clear, I move to the south, then west, all the way to a 2nd room. These chests are guarded, but the encounters can be avoided. I open the 1st chest from the bottom, getting a cabin, and the remaining chests from the side, getting a silver shield, which I give to John, and 1,250 gold. This trip has been a very troublesome one, so I go all the way back to Melmond, buy heal 2, life and harm 3 for Josh, restock in Conaria, return to Melmond, rest, and set out again for Earth Cave. I make my way to the 4th floor, head towards the east, then north, and find a set of stairs to the 5th floor. On this floor, I head north, turn east, then go south, finding a room with an orb. I prepare myself, then inspect the orb. It shatters, revealing the Fiend of Earth, Lich. The Lich is a truly terrifying boss. Very high HP for this point of the game, good defense, high attack, which is capable of inflicting paralysis, as well as a multitude of spells to cast, including all 3 multi-target elemental spells, multiple debuffs, and even fast to attack twice. He has multiple elemental resistances, but being undead, he is weak to fire and vulnerable to the harm spells. Josh casts anti-ice to prepare for his Ice 2 opener, Jack casts fast on John and Jing to double their number of attacks, while John and Jing assault with physical attacks, getting some critical hits. The Lich manages to use Sleep 2 on Josh, putting my healer to sleep, but Jack finishes him with a cast of Fire 2. With the Lich defeated, I restore power to the Earth Orb, and I'm instantly transported outside the cave. I return to Melmond. With the Lich gone, the townsfolk see that the earth is beginning to heal, an old man noticing the shine of my Earth Orb. This has been an eventful journey. Melmond, having no item shop, meant I had to make constant trips to Conaria and Elfland for restocking, for the various trips to Earth Cave. But with determination, I entered the cave, defeated the vampire, got the ruby, fed it to the Titan, gaining access to Sarda's cave, where the residing sage gave us the rod, allowing for further progress through the Earth Cave. Lich, the Fiend of Earth, has been defeated, and light has been restored to the Orb of Earth. These travels have also gotten me much gold, which I used to buy magic spells. But for now, Melmond is healing, and I shall continue my journey on my ship to find more lands further away. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, as I restore the power of fire.